Welcome back everyone, and this time is for UFC Fight Night Vegas 75 Vettori vs Cannonier. For this one, I'm gonna put away the records, the finish rates, the undefeated, the debut, etc. etc. I'm really gonna go and look at the fights. So this is why we start in the prelim card with 7 fights, and the first fight of the prelim card takes place in the bantamweight division. We've got Raoni Barcelos taking on Miles Jones. So, as I'm not gonna go to the records and finish rate, etc., like I said, I'm really gonna go and pick randomly, or if I know if I know him, if I know things about him, if I saw him fight before. For these two, I don't know them, so I'm gonna side with the betting odds in favor of Raoni Barcelos. Therefore, I predict Raoni Barcelos to pick up the win by decision. Maybe these two are making the debut, or one of the two. Anyway, and overall, in the prelim card, there are a lot of UFC debuts. Moving on, we go to the light heavyweight division, and we've got Zach Pauga taking on Modestas Bukauskas. Now, I know one of the fighters, Zach Pauga. He was on the Ultimate Fighters Season 30 in the heavyweight, as a heavyweight, and now he's in a light heavyweight fight. So he moved down a weight class. Why? I don't know. Maybe because he wasn't successful enough. I know he had a couple of losses, including one to Mohamed Usman. But I didn't expect him to move down a weight class. Anyway, I'm gonna side with him. Maybe it's gonna be a good fresh start, even though the odds are not in his favor, but the betting odds are slight. I'm not gonna go always and follow the betting odds like machine. So that would like favor the one that is the favorite. Follow him, but for this one, Zach Pauga. Alright, moving on. We go back to the men's bantamweight division as Don Argueta takes on Ronnie Lawrence. Okay, so for this one, I don't know them at all, neither of them. So straight up, I'm gonna straight to the chase. I'm gonna go and predict Ronnie Lawrence to pick up the win. He's the favorite in the betting odds. Slight betting odds, but still. How this one's gonna go? Well, I didn't predict Zach Pauga yet. For the Zach Pauga fight, I think this is going to be a knockout finish. For the Don Argueta and Ronnie Lawrence fight, I see decision. Maybe a decision or TKO. Moving on, we go to the women's flyweight division. Teresa Bleda takes on Gabriela Fernandez. If I have to side again with the betting odds, I will go with Teresa Bleda. Now, I don't see a lot, I guess, as Gabriela Fernandez is a Brazilian, and there's a martial art called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I expect Gabriela Fernandez from Brazil to how could I say, use the martial art from her country, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and maybe pick up a win by submission. But maybe I get my hopes too high. Anyway, moving on, we go to the men's flyweight division this time, as Carlos Hernandez takes on Denis Bondar. Really slight betting odds. Denis Bondar is favorite, but it's like 130, so that's really small. You can't even call it a gap. But anyway, I'm gonna predict him. So, Dennis Bondard to pick up the win by decision. But the flyweight division has a lot of surprising finishes. Everybody think like, yeah, they're 125, they are like unattractive as term of audience. They can't attract the audience, things like that. So, and I'm like, yeah, you always been kind of underappreciating Demetrius Johnson and those fighters. So things like that don't really matter. Anyway, we go back to the men's bantamweight division. That's the third time, and only in the prelim card. I don't know what to say about it. That's really weird. Anyway, we've got Kyung Ho Kang taking on Christian Quinones. I don't know both of them. I don't see the betting odds. Also, some really random this time. I'm gonna predict Kyung Ho Kang decision win, and that's it. Moving on to the final fight of the prelim card, we've got Jimmy Flick taking on Alessandro Costa, and same thing as I said earlier. Alessandro Costa comes from Brazil. You've got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Brazil, so maybe make some moves during the fight, pull a submission win, go back, and the performance of the night maybe, and everybody's gonna be happy. We now move on to the main card, and the first fight of the main card takes place in the welterweight division as Nicolas Dalby takes on Muslim Salikov. Slight advantage in the betting odds for Muslim Salikov, and I'm gonna go with him to pick up the win. If I remember well, Nicolas Dalby has kind of been on and off, struggled to be or stay in the win column. So yeah, Muslim Salikov to pick up the win by unanimous decision. Next, moving on, we've got in the lightweight division Manuel Torres taking on Nicolas Mota. This is crazy. I love the lightweight division, but I don't know the fighters. How? Anyway, I'm gonna be quick. I expect Manuel Torres to pick up the win. No, not third time's a charm. Even though Nicolas Mota is from Brazil, not third time the charm. And there's not gonna be some BJJ moves pulled. I hope not. I'm gonna stay and predict Manuel Torres to pick up the win. By TKO. Next, we go to the men's featherweight division as Pat Sabatini takes on Lucas Almeida. Maybe now Lucas Almeida can pull some BJJ moves and attempt a submission. However, with the betting odds in front of me, I see that Pat Sabatini has over 200. Well, he has exactly minus 200. So maybe a unanimous decision win for Pat Sabatini. We have to see. Next, in the middleweight division, we've got Armen Petrosian taking on Christian Leroy Duncan. Okay, so I know both of them a bit. Not quite enough, but a bit. Petrosian is on a win streak, if I remember correctly. And maybe even if the betting odds do not appear, people can see as a favorite. However, Christian Leroy Duncan is not to be underestimated, so or even underrated. So I'm gonna go and predict Christian Leroy Duncan to pick up the win. I don't often predict the rounds, but I'm gonna say a TKO win in the third round. Moving on. the co-main event, we go back to the lightweight division as 8th ranked Arman Sarukian takes on Joaquim Silva. And this one is a mismatch in my eyes, in my mind. Why? First, a betting odds. This has been a long time that I haven't seen this kind of betting odd gap. Literally, Arman Sarukian has a minus 1,050. But you can remove the 50, it wouldn't change really much. Minus 1,000. That's crazy. Plus, why is it a mismatch? Maybe Joaquim Silva is making his debut. It's more likely the case. But why is it a mismatch? Well, Arman Sarukian, even if he lost to the current champion, Islam Makhachev, is kind of and also he lost to Mateusz Gamrot. But even despite of this defeat, he's consistent. He doesn't go down because they were all losses by decision. He hasn't been knocked out or submitted. He didn't quit. So this is reason number 2. Number 3, even if he has known some defeats, some losses recently, he's tough. He deserves maybe not the eighth spot. I would say maybe 9th or 10th, because there's Johnny Turner somewhere around that they haven't fought, but they should. Anyway, so Joaquim Silva, unranked, maybe making his debut, so not battle tested in the UFC at least, taking on 8th ranked Arman Sarukian that can last with pretty much everyone. I don't think he's been defeated. Not defeated, finished, sorry. I don't remember Arman Sarukian being finished, so yeah, that's really a mismatch. So, no brainer, Arman Sarukian is gonna pick up the win. Round one, I say finish, clearly. And I really hope it's gonna go this way. I'm gonna look real stupid. Well, I don't care about looking stupid. I'm gonna look real stupid if this goes the other way. Imagine if Joaquim Silva pulls the upset and beats Arman Sarukian. Anyway, we go now to the main event, a 5-round fight in the middleweight division as 3rd ranked Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori takes on 4th ranked Jared Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And these are one of the slightest betting odds I have to see. Marvin Vettori is the favorite, but he has a minus 125. That's really, really low. You can't call that a gap. And this one is tough, because if Marvin Vettori wins, it implies either a trilogy fight with Adesanya, but he already lost 2 of the fights, a running back fight with Robert Whittaker that he has been humbled in this fight, or we've got somebody like Dricus du Plessis, maybe Khamzat Chimaev if he decides to make the move. I don't know who else. There's no more Pereira since he moves to light heavyweight, and Adesanya is not, well, Adesanya already spoke about, but who's to be? Maybe Sean Strickland. I don't remember if they faced each other. Something like that. As for Cannonier, well, kind of the same situation. Already fought the champ, lost. Already fought with Taker, if I remember well, lost. So, yeah, maybe he's gonna face, this one's gonna face du Plessis. Maybe like the winner is gonna go to the champion. It doesn't matter who it is. And the loser is gonna go like taking on Dricus du Plessis, something like that. Because he's kind of forgotten, and I thought myself that he had a fight for, well, against the champion Adesanya. So somewhere around like August maybe. I'll have to check up. We'll have to see. This one is gonna be tough to predict. Number 3 against number 4 doesn't get that more close. Not often we've got number 3 against number 4 fights. So I'm gonna predict Marvin Vettori to pick up the win by split decision. Wait, 5 rounds? Are they gonna go? Yes, they can last 5 rounds, but that's tough. Never mind, I'm still gonna go and predict Marvin Vettori to pick up the win by split decision. It's gonna last the 5 rounds. I don't see a finish. If there's a finish, I'm really gonna be not upset but surprised, and in a positive way. And that's it for UFC Vegas 75. So I'll leave you there. Till next time. Bye.